all. Oh, who will read the names? Actually, I can read, don't worry. So, Anarthanamrita means that once you start chanting Hare Krishna mantra, the impurities of our heart, slowly they start leaving your heart. Then, what is the fifth stage? Nishta means you become fixed up. Means whether you are busy, when you're sick, you do your mantra meditation every day. Your 16 rounds. Eat prasad, sanctified, blessed food. Then it doesn't happen in overnight. It takes some years. What is the sixth one? Taste. You will get the taste for chanting. You'll get the taste for following Bhakti Yoga process. And then what is the seventh step? Attachment. So you're attached to the process. You cannot lead your life without Krishna. You cannot lead your life without practicing Bhakti Yoga. You know, uh, Bhakti Yoga becomes an integral part of your life. And you're very attached to Krishna. Slowly, your bad karma will go away. Your impurities of the heart, almost they're done. Then, eighth stage is a bhava, the initial ray of love of God. This stage, you'll come to know your spiritual form, you'll come to know your spiritual name, you'll come to know your service in the spiritual world. And 9 things you'll come to know. Apart from these 3, total 12. 12 qualities of a spirit soul are revealed to you. The ninth one, ignore, it's an intermediate stage, don't worry. After bhava, it's like when you boil the sugarcane juice, eventually the water is evaporated. And, eventually the sugarcane juice will turn to sugar. Likewise, the bhava, the initial love of God, eventually mature to become, what is the last one? Love of God. Prema. Everyone is listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
This book of only 11 verses, it is going to do that. This is only 11 verses, but this is going to teach you that. Just because, actually, I want to tell you, I don't know how many of you understood. I'm not taking this course just to give you, complete it and give everyone certificate. Definitely not. This is if you learn sincerely. What is the first one? Little faith. The moment you have little faith, without your knowledge, Krishna will arrange you to the association of devotees. When Krishna arranges the association of devotees, actually first verse, second verse, third verse, it is about faith. Then fourth verse, fifth verse, sixth verse, it is about the association. What are the different types of monks, different types of sadhus, different types of devotees, how do you associate with them? Then the seventh verse is, uh, how to practice chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, and how you get rid of impurities, then how you become stable on the path of devotion, and how you eventually develop taste for the process. Then the eighth verse is how you develop attachment to the process. Then the last 3 verses, 9, 10, and 11, they speak of how we can attain bhava stage. Means the initial ray of love of God, and it will culminate in the love of God. How many of you are with me so far?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, great. So, now, what are the key themes of Nectar of Instruction? Mind and sense control. What is the very important quality of the Bhakti Yoga process? This is not like, okay, I purchase the books and I just do little bit whatever I want to do and I'll attain perfection. Never, never, you will never attain. Very important part is sense control. And of course, mind control. We try. Second thing is attitude, behavior. Third thing is what is our organization's purpose. Then Bhakti Yogi cannot attain perfection without Guru. So you need a spiritual master. What type of relationship we should have? And what are different types of saints, different types of devotees, and how we associate with them. And the different kinds, what are their qualifications, what are the varieties of behavior they exhibit. Then the last one is different stages of bhakti, devotion, and development. This is what we are going to talk about in this course. Now the first verse starts. Everyone sees the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Very interesting. This is a Sanskrit verse. Don't worry, nobody understands it because nobody knows Sanskrit. But Vacho vegam manah krodha vegam jihva vegam mudropastha vegam tasyan vegan ye he vishet dira sarvamapi mam pradimsashyat. So this verse, actually, I'll show you that on the screen. This is the one. Vacha vegam manakrodha vegam jihva vegam mudropastha vegam etan vegan yo vishet dira sarvamapi mam pradimsashyat. What is the translation? Translation is important. A sober person who can control, who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals, is qualified to make disciples all over the world. One cannot become guru without controlling his mind and senses, tongue, belly and genitals. So to make progress, we need to control this. One devotee came and told me, the first verse itself is very tough. Wow, that is great. So, what would I really do not know how the future verses will be. The first verse itself is tough, he said. I said, yes, that is a nectar of instruction. That is a training, even in this very fallen age, Kali Yuga. Still, if you follow sincerely, you will attain the perfection of life in this life, not after death. One should not waste human life. Why? Once human life is ended, we do not know what will become: cat or a dog, beast or bird, or reptile, or a crocodile. What is the use of becoming a crocodile? If somebody is becoming what is the use of present life and is becoming a crocodile? So one should sincerely spend his life, practicing Krishna consciousness. I'm reading the translation again. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, genitals is qualified to make to make disciples all over the world. Okay, now we'll go to the presentation. Can everyone see on the screen? So, so what is that? In the beginning of Bhagavatam, Maharaj Parikshit speaks on atonement. Speaks on atonement. Why people do wrong things? Only one reason. Because of the uncontrolled mind and senses. Because of the uncontrolled mind and senses. Let us see. I'll ask a question now, but listen. Stealing is bad. When you start going to school, the teacher tells, no, if you steal, that's not good. People will mock at you. If you become big and you steal, they'll put you in jail. So you should never steal. So intelligent person hears and learns. Oh, I should never steal in my life. But some people are not everyone is very intelligent. They heard a lot, but still they don't believe. But one day they're going on the road and they happen to see their friend being arrested by police. You go to him, hey, what you did? "Oh, I'm sorry, I stole. And you know, they call in America shoplifting. You know, so um, I was trying to steal and they arrested me. Now next few months I'll be in jail. Oh, you heard many times. Still, it did not get into your mind. And now, when you see someone being arrested, then you say, I should never do it again. But some people, they see, they hear, still they can't understand. But then what happened? One day they themselves go for stealing, and then police come and catch them. And the parents, why you did this? Why did you do this shoplifting? Then police say 3 months imprisonment in the court. You get that verdict. You're imprisoned. It's a shame. Then you'll resolve. I'll never do the stealing again. But what is the last category? They hear again and again. They see again and again, and they themselves they stole and put in the prison. But because of the uncontrolled mind and senses, again and again they try to steal and they're imprisoned. That type of people are considered dull, not intelligent at all. How many of you agree?
Yes, Prabhu.
Now I'll ask the question. Stealing is the easiest example. Should I ask the example? Another question?
Yes, Prabhu.
We heard we are not his body. Gita, Krishna said. And we are also seeing the transition, childhood to boyhood to youthhood to old age. We have seen our grandfathers, fathers, our relatives, we have seen them left the world. We are also, our body is changing from childhood to boyhood to youthhood to old age. We also know, we understand the importance of Krishna consciousness. Still, we don't become serious. Now you tell me, what person will belong? Hearing category, seeing category, experiencing category, or uncontrolled mind and senses, they don't pay any attention to the spiritual life. The last category. Which category?
Last category.
Last category.
Now I have a question for all of you. Which category do you belong?
Last, Prabhu.
Last, Prabhuji.
So stealing example, you said, I'm very good. I just heard in my childhood, I never stole in my life. Great, sir, ma'am. But now, many times in Gita classes, we heard you're not the body, you're a spirit soul. Body doesn't last long. You know, we heard it many times. We have seen, I'm sure, many times we attend the funerals, and we are ourselves, becoming slowly old. The hair is turning gray, body is giving trouble, but we don't pay attention to. We are not very serious enough to make progress. So naturally, it means we are not that much intelligent. So now coming back to the screen that is shown on the screen, the PowerPoint on the shown, Maharaj Parikshit an atonement. One day Parikshit asked his guru, Sukadev Goswami, what he asked? People do the sinning. People do the sinning. And uh, to get rid of the reaction to the sin, when you sin, you'll get bad karma and you suffer. What should people do to avoid suffering? What should people do to avoid suffering? His guru, Sukadeva Goswami, told him atonement, prayaschitta. What is the word? Atonement. Atonement means, for example, Indians. Okay, you've sinned, all right. Go to the river Ganges, take bath. Or you organize a Hare Krishna program. Or you give some charity, you donation. You know, um, for for Muslims and Christians, ask for forgiveness, you're forgiven. So when you ask for forgiveness, you're forgiven. That's it. But what is the problem? When you ask for forgiveness, you're forgiven. You'll start sinning again on Monday. What is the use? For Indians, you go take bath and you take a dip in Ganges. Okay, your sins are removed. Then what is the use? You come home and you'll do the nonsense again. How many of you are listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is called elephant bathing. Elephant very nicely takes bath in the river, but it will come out and roll in the dirt. Then what is the use of taking bath? So you go to church, you go to mosque, you go to synagogue, or you go to temple, you ask for forgiveness, you are forgiven. Then, okay, Monday you start sinning again. Why? Weekend I can go for forgiveness again. Then what is the use of that asking forgiveness? Going to temple, church, mosque, or synagogue. The real atonement, so he was not happy actually. So to get rid of bad karma, atonement is not the process. So for example, in your home, you have a rose plant. Rose plant, the weeds are coming. These weeds are coming and they're choking the rose plant. What you will do? If you bring the scissors and cut the weeds come back with a stronger force, choking the rose plant. What you have to do? You should not cut the weed, you have to uproot the weed. What you have to do? Uproot the weed. So, you go for ask for forgiveness, you are forgiven. The desire to sin is there because of uncontrolled mind and senses. The desire to sin is there. Okay, sin is removed because for forgiveness. But the desire to sin is not removed. Number of your understanding. Understanding, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what you have to do? There is only one way to real purification, real bad, to remove for the removal of bad karma. What you have to do? First thing is the desire to sin should be removed. That is possible with knowledge. That is possible with the knowledge. And this Guru Sukadev Goswami suggested helpless, offenseless chanting of the holy name. When you chant holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. When you chant at the same time, with a strong determination, you'll not do the wrong things. Then only something positive will happen. That is the solution. If not, okay, I'm chanting in the morning, I'll go and drink alcohol in the evening, then what is the use of chanting? In fact, namno balad yashi papa buddhi. If you chant and you start sinning in the evening, thinking my chanting will counteract the sinning in the evening, it's an offense to the Harinam. It's an offense to the holy name. Why? Okay, my chanting in the morning will counteract the sins in the evening. Okay, till yesterday what you did, nobody cares. But today what you have to do? You should resolve. No, I'll not do anything. I'll control my senses. And if you don't sin and continue chanting, continue following Bhakti Yoga process, then you'll make progress. So the real atonement is, can you see my cursor? Real atonement is awakening dormant Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Dormant Krishna, awaken your Krishna consciousness. Follow Krishna consciousness process with a strong determination, like a soldier in the army. Now, can you see me? My cursor is going this side. Traditional atonement, traditional there is a word tapasya. Tapasya means austerity. Spiritual practices which will awaken Krishna consciousness, it's called tapasya. So, okay, human life is meant for self-realization. I should not waste my human life. So what do some people do? They'll become celibates. They control the sex desire. They do a lot of austerity. They try to control the mind and senses. They're very truthful. They renounce the world. They keep themselves very clean. They perform yoga, asanas. That is fine. But can you come to this side? Rupa Goswami has given an easy process. How many people in the world can control their, how many people can become celibate monks? Impossible. But for everyone, irrespective of who you are, Rupa Goswami gives a process. It's called a Pancharatrik Vidhi. What is Pancharatrik Vidhi? There are the do's and don'ts. What are the do's? What are the don'ts? Strictly follow four regulated principles. No meat eating, including onion garlic. No, you can get married and give birth to children through one legitimate wife. Perfect. But no illicit relationships. No illicit sex. No intoxication. No meat eating. No gambling. Plus, that is don'ts. Then what's the positives? Practice bhakti. Excuse me. Practice bhakti in the association of devotees. Can everyone see the screen? I change the screen again.
Yes, Prabhuji.
How do we get rid of bad karma? How do we atone our sins? Now, whatever I read the translation, the purport. Vacho vegam, manah krodha vegam. To make spiritual progress, to realize you're not the body but a spirit soul. You want to go from faith to love of God. What is the first one? Control your speech. Control your speech. Means what? Control your speech means what? Control your speech means don't speak nonsense. Given an opportunity, the tongue wants to speak, mouth wants to speak. You see, many people they keep on speaking only. What is the problem with speaking? When we keep on speaking, our energy is being wasted. Some people want to practice silence. That doesn't work. Can you see Vacho? Underneath Vacho, there is a thing. Karmis and Jnanis, snake and toad. A person who is not Krishna conscious, he keeps on speaking. His energy is being wasted and he is progressing towards death. Exactly like when you see a frog in the rainy season, frog starts, start making noise. It starts, croaking. When frog starts croaking, frog is telling the snake, hey, I'm here, come and eat me. So like this analogy says, what is control of speech? people waste their time reading news, people waste their time reading movies, people waste their time talking politics. It's useless. When you sleep in the night, you're not at all connected with this world anymore. So rather than wasting human energy, spending time on social media, time on politics, uh, time on frivolous and useless things, spend time in Krishna consciousness. Read Bhagavatam, listen the lectures, discuss Krishna Katha. We just came from today, from Vrindavan. You know? So spend your time. You have a bank account, 50 years later that will be there, but you won't be there. Create a bank account that will come with you. Listen about Krishna. Chant Krishna's name. Eat Krishna's blessed food, prasad. And we'll come to eating food later. So how do you control your speech? You speak about Krishna. Otherwise, some people, some yogis in India, what they do, they take the vow of silence. It doesn't work. They don't talk, but then they'll take the pen and start writing. Because it's the desire to speak is so powerful, so intense. Eventually they give it up. So what is the solution for controlling the speech? You speak about whomever you see Krishna. Krishna Upadesh. Whomever you come across, whomever you see, speak about Krishna. You chant Krishna's name. You speak about Krishna's form. You speak about his pastimes. You speak about his qualities. Then, without your knowledge, your speech is controlled. Any question?
Haribol Prabhuji.
Ah.
What to do when if you want to speak about Krishna, but the people don't want to hear about him? So should you just chant Hare Krishna while they talk to you about politics and all these other worldly things that you don't want to hear about, and
Nice
just
question.
tolerate?
When if it is not family members, it's outsiders, they're talking unnecessary things, unwanted things that you don't want to hear, just walk out. But you have something to do with them and you need to keep the relationship. You have to excuse yourself, say, speak 1 minute. As soon as they start speaking all the junk, you can walk out. Say, excuse me, I have to go. Thank you very much. How are you? Haribol. Walk out. You don't need actually, unless you contribute. One conversation cannot be one-sided. If you stay here and here, then they'll speak. But if you show your disinterest, then what can they speak? Or just humbly excuse yourself. I'm busy, I have to go.
Prabhuji, what to do if it's your family members? Like
That
like
family members is a different story. If it is your husband, if your family members. Okay, again, in the family also, husband is different. I mean, spouse, and parents means you can tell them, mom and dad, I'm sorry, not interested. But when it comes to, husband and your wife, children, you can limit it though, for sure. You can, based on the relationship, you can tell them humbly, some are not very interested. They can figure it out very easily, saying your facial expressions, But especially in the Western world, oh, you're becoming like a yogi and you're not interested. That may ruin the relationship. You have to be very careful though. You have to balance.
Yeah, Prabhuji. I feel like it's alienating people around me when I talk about Krishna, because that's all I want to talk about. And they don't want to hear. They want to talk about other things. Even my son tells me, Mama, now that you're Krishna conscious, you're so boring. You don't want to talk about anything interesting.
Okay, first thing is this thing. One, if they are not ready, you should not speak about Krishna. And second thing is, no, definitely, it's not good. You especially living with family now, you have a family. So, this is the thing. Honestly speaking, family members, it's an investment. So imagine when some people come to you and you preach to them, you are very strict with yourself, you are very lenient with others. Because somehow or other, your goal is to bring them to Krishna consciousness. So you treat your family members like that. You don't, if they're not ready, don't speak at all about Krishna. You know. Then what is that? Of course, you have to help your kid in his education. You have to get along with your spouse. First thing is give them prasad. Second thing is, you can limit it. You can limit it. But family, you have to balance though. That's what I can tell. Because keeping the relationship is very important at any cost. That's what I want to tell you.
Thank you,
Understand?
Prabhuji.
Yeah, it's very important. You have to really balance it. They should not, think, you're totally changed and we cannot get along with you. In this America, actually, no, it should not happen like that. Keep the relationship on. Very important. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Yeah. The next one. Then pray to Krishna. Krishna will help. Any other question? Okay. Then the next one is how to control. That's it. If you speak about Krishna, read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and your speech is definitely eventually will be controlled. But the next one, mind. What keeps us in the material world? What keeps us, who is the reason for our cycle of birth and death to continue? Mind. Mind. So it's very difficult for anybody to control the mind. And another thing is, mind is very impulsive. If you have not controlled the mind will control you. Even if you are determined on Monday not to do drinking on Thursday, I'm giving an example. Actually, it's a real example. You hear the class on Sunday, no, I'll change myself. Monday you think like that, Tuesday you'll think like that, Thursday, Wednesday you'll think like that. Thursday evening you'll change your dress you'll come from office, you'll go to bar and restaurant drink. Hey, I have resolved not to do it. Why? I'm unable to follow. It's because mind is powerful. How many of you have experience? Even though you are resolved not to do it, at that moment comes, you'll do it. That's the reason what we have to do. We need to adopt we need to adopt a strategy to deal with the mind. Mind cannot be controlled overnight. How many of you are listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mind is very, very impulsive. Uddharet atmanam 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 avasadet atmahi atmano bandhur atmahi vipuratmana. You have to elevate yourself by the power of mind, not degrade. For the person who is unable to control the mind, for him the mind is the worst enemy. A person who is able to control the mind, for him mind is the best friend. Today our minds are not our friends. It means they are our enemies. They will do what they want to do. Understanding or not? Yeah. So what to do? What to do? First thing is get up in the morning. And the way you're spending half an hour bathroom to clean your body, sit in one corner and do the mantra meditation for 1.5 to 2 hours. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Actually, ever since I touched 50, I increased my rounds. I realized nobody will come with me. This is the only bank account that will come with me. So let me invest more here. You know, as you age out, you have to increase, you have to spend more time on spiritual practices. Right?
Yes.
So, you cannot keep a vacuum for mind. You can replace an activity, but you cannot keep a vacuum. You cannot make you cannot keep the mind, sit and cool. You don't do anything. That is impossible. Mind has to do something. Right? So, what we have to do? This is not given in the book. I will tell you. First of all, mind. M-I-N-D. What is the nature of the mind? M-I-N-D. M represents mind is mind manipulates. It's very manipulative. You know, always no problem, ready to do wrong things. Mind will tell the intelligence, do this. At the same time, will convince the world, I am not doing it. Mind is very tricky. Mind is very
Tricky.
manipulative. Second problem for mind, I means it imagines. Imagines a lot. Even while chanting, you'll imagine. Your mind will go somewhere, you'll keep on imagining. And 99.9% it has no value. N for means negativity. Maybe I'll not get this job, I can never become pure, This is very difficult. So all the negative points mind will feed us. And what is the last one? D. Mind denies the service opportunities. Mind, because of that, mind is very destructive. Mind doesn't want our welfare. And now let me ask. M-I-N-D, M represents
Manipulate.
good. I represents
Imagination.
very nice. N means
Negative.
Negativity.
D means
Denial, distraction,
denial, distraction, destruction, everything. Very nice. So what we should do? First thing is we should invest on chanting of the holy name every day, sincerely. We have how many people here? 50 people here, exactly. So you invest on good chanting in the morning. Sit and invest. Otherwise, this mind is ruining my life. And before chanting, you invest on listening, on reciting Sikshastakam. Lord Chaitanya gave Cheto Darpanamarjanam Bhaumaha Adavak Nirvapanam. So that 8 verses you recite. Then sit in one corner. Same P, P, P. P means position. You place yourself, you look for a nice place. P place. Second P posture. Third P pronunciation. Not like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare. Not like that. You have to sit in one place, same place every day. Second thing is,
Posture.
posture. Keep your back erect. Keep your back erect. And if you're leaning on the wall, leaning in the, sitting on a chair and leaning in a chair, you're telling the mind, let me sleep, mind. So, place, posture, pronunciation. These 3 P are very important. Posture, pronunciation, and place. Everyone is listening?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Posture, pronunciation, and place. What is
Place.
place, Prabhu? That same place?
Same place.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said position. You have to, you can sitting in the east is fine, but basically should be comfortably situated. Then mind will listen.
Prabhuji, I tried doing a pronunciation very clearly, but it takes me about 3.5 hours to finish my rounds. Like, is there a way to do faster? Because if I do faster, then I don't articulate the kr of Krishna. I go Krishna, ksh, and I don't articulate the R. Does that matter a lot, Prabhuji?
Okay, this is the thing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In this space, if you do, you can finish your 16 rounds in between 1.5 hours to 2 hours, for sure. I'm repeating again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This space you do, you don't need 1.5 hours and 3.5 hours, for sure. Of course, some brains are slow for whatever the reason. Even if it's taking that much time, but don't sing. Some people Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you sing like that, it'll take 3-4 hours also, 5 hours also.
Then this is bhajan, kirtan.
Yeah, this is kirtan. But what we do chanting is it's this meditation. So simple, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But another thing is there, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. No. That's not good. You're eating. You're eating. Eating the words is deadly. You have to pronounce them. These words are directly they descended from spiritual world. Golokera Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. This is the Premadhan. This is what is that? The what do you call this? From the spiritual world, that love of God manifested in the metal world as this Hare Krishna mantra. So the sacred treasure of spiritual world has descended the metal world in the form of this holy name. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One more thing is there. If you keep on wandering here and there with your mind, then it'll take a long time.
Prabhuji,
Hmm.
there is the ultimate reference on YouTube, Prabhupada chanting. There is 1 round, 4 rounds, 6, 8 rounds, 16 rounds. And it takes 7 minutes, which is about less than 2 hours, 16 rounds.
Yes. What is the question?
I'm saying Mataji was asking, why does it take more than 7 hours? More than 2 hours. I'm saying Prabhupada himself, with clear pronunciation, takes less than 2 hours.
How many rounds?
Every round he does in 7 minutes.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the tongue is thicker, then it will take little bit longer.
What is that?
If our tongue is little bit thicker, so then Krishna will take little bit longer.
No, probably.
No.
I really do not know this.
Yeah.
It actually, the slow mind takes a little long time.
Okay.
And you continue doing it for a while. I used to take 2 hours. Now we have improved. But my point to you, if Krishna is very happy, Krishna can help you accelerate. Prabhupada says this. Don't worry about the speed. Focus on listening the mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This speed is fine actually.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu.
Any other question? Okay. So we cannot create a vacuum in the mind. And if you lazy mind, if you don't do anything, that lazy mind will attract. Lazy mind will tell you to do wrong things. Mind is deadly. You have to be busy. Doing your household chores, or your domestic duties that you have to address. But once they're done, again chanting, reading Bhagavatam, doing service. When you do this, Savai Mana Krishna Padar Binde, Vajas Vaikunta Gunan Varnane. So this verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Meditate what? How did Maharaj Ambarish control? How did he control his mind? He meditated on Krishna's lotus feet, engaged his mind, in controlling the and controlling. So he engaged his mind in so he meditated on Krishna's lotus feet. So when he engaged his mind on the meditation of lotus feet of Krishna, he controlled the mind. And in addition to that, what he would do? He would eat only prasad, sanctified food. Anyway, he was an emperor. Anybody could, if he would signal, anybody would come and clean the temple. He would personally mop the floor with his own hands. And how did he control his speech? He is to glorify the spiritual world. You know? And how did he engage his ears? Listening Krishna Katha, Krishna stories. He engaged his tongue in tasting Charanamrit, the Krishna's foot wash. He engaged his legs in walking, he used his legs to go to temple. He used his body to embrace devotees. This way he controlled his mind slowly. But of course, don't expect overnight results. It takes very long time for anybody, including myself. So we have to invest on chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And what is the next one? Anger. This is deadly. Can we control anger? Is it easy to control? What is the root cause of anger? Desire. Technical word is lust. The root cause of anger is desire. When desires are not fulfilled, then they'll turn into wrath, anger. And is it possible to stop anger? No. Anger can be controlled, but anger cannot be eradicated. So here Prabhupada is writing, when devotees are blasphemed, you can become angry with the offenders. Arjun, then the enemies tried to take advantage of their simplicity. Krishna told them, fight, declare war. They have committed so many sinful activities, so many atrocities against you and your brothers. Just, you declare war. So Lord Chaitanya says, the humblest person, he wrote Trunada Pisunichana. So he's telling, he's preaching the world, become humbler than blade of grass and become more tolerant than tree. Without expecting respect, you respect everyone. Then you can chant Krishna's name all the time. So, but Lord Chaitanya, who is speaking about humility, when Nityananda Prabhu was, Jagai Mother tried to kill Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya became angry. So likewise, You can become angry with blasphemers. But nowadays we cannot become angry with anybody. It's a problem, you know. So in Japan, I heard a story. One company, this is the best way of channelizing your anger. How many of you want to hear the story?
Yes, please, Prabhuji.
Hari bol.
Okay. The what happened? There was a shoe factory in Japan. So all the workers went to the management and said, "Sir, we want you to increase our salaries. For so many years, there is no hike. Inflation is growing." Management said, "Sorry, we don't know, we cannot increase your salaries." If it is India, then the workers will go and break the destroy the building, all this thing. But the Japanese workers, what they did, the labor union went and they had talks with the management. Management disagreed. No, we will not increase the salaries. So rather than doing a hunger strike or anything, these employees, what they did, they adopted another strategy. They started working harder. But instead of manufacturing 2 shoes, they were manufacturing only 1 shoe. So there were so many. So management came to know the production increased. But instead of 2 shoes, they manufactured only 1 shoe. So management was very happy. Good, you guys are working hard. So they channelized their anger into productivity. Then management came down and increased their salaries. Then all the employees, they manufactured the second shoe immediately, and organization made more profits, and they shared the profits with the employees. So likewise, we can channelize our anger, in so many healthy ways. But if you decide, no, you'll become angry, that's not good. Okay? Then the next one, can you see on the screen? Jihva, tongue. Our contamination enters into the body through the tongue. If you eat anything and everything, that's why we don't give food to everyone. We give a blessed food, prasad. Prasad is sanctified, blessed food, blessed vegetarian food. Whoever eats, they get bhakti, their bad karma is burnt. Whoever serves them, that is good for them. Their bhakti also will increase. So yes, you have a strong desire to eat. All right, Lord Chaitanya as what is his contribution? But he says, eat prasad, sir. You want to eat pizza? Make pizza at home and offer it pizza to Krishna and eat. There's nothing wrong. But don't eat outside. If you eat outside, whatever the consciousness, the cook, or that consciousness enters into the food. Like while making, if the cook is very lusty, and you go to, what is that one pizza store?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. If you go and buy pizza from the Pizza Hut, and the Pizza Hut cook has a questionable habits, and if you eat pizza from his, made by him, in less than 6 hours, it will manifest in your body as lust. Many of you experience this.
Yes.
Yes. So as much as possible, we should not eat outside. Eat only prasad. You're listening or not?
Yes.
So, if tongue is controlled, tongue, belly, and genitals, they're in one line. Tongue is controlled, then belly and genitals are controlled. First thing is we have to focus. We should not eat anything and everything on the roads. You're listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji, I have a question.
Ah,
I was told that sometimes if we want to honor food cooked by family members who are not devotees, and if it's acceptable, non-garlic, non-onion, vegetarian, we can put offered tulsi in the food to sanctify it.
No.
Does that not work, Prabhuji?
Okay, this is the thing. Amma, we are monks. It's possible for us in the temple. You're all married and you have families. But as much as possible. So you said what? You cook and put tulsi. What is that you said?
I said, say if I want to honor a dish that my mother made, she's not a devotee. So in order to eat the food she made for me, so I don't hurt her feelings, I could put offered tulsi in the plate and sanctified my plate that way.
Honestly speaking, I don't know. I don't know who told this. That type of thing is not there. Simple, but that type of thing is also there. You know what you can do? For example, if you are so strict, your mother says, "What is this?" You made a point. You're alienating them. So when your mother cooks something, you take that food, you offer it to Krishna, and you give them. So can you just say, you tell mom, you made this food. So if I make this offering to Krishna, then you will be benefited, I'll be benefited. That's okay. You can do that.
How can I offer food if I'm not at my house? Do I just offer in my mind?
Every home has a plate, So put all these things in a plate and don't worry about Krishna picture. Now, Krishna picture, you can take it out from cell phone also nowadays. Yes or no?
Prabhuji. Sure, Prabhuji.
So, if they are very strict, just to show Krishna the self picture on the phone for 1 second, if they're not, they're against. And if they are even against for that, then you put in the plate and you pray to Krishna in the mind. That's it.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
But very important thing is to keep the relation on. That is very important. If you are soft, you can be strict with yourself, you can be lenient with others. Then they'll become Krishna conscious. If you are very strict, then they think you're very hard-hearted. And if you follow this process, we'll also become hard-hearted. So then they won't come to Krishna consciousness. So be a little lenient, if to set a good example, what can you do? You don't go, yeah, that's okay. You're understanding? That is okay. You want to put tulsi and eat, that's fine. Or pray, my Lord Krishna, protect me. Krishna will protect you.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
Anything else? Everyone. So okay. So with again tongue only prasad, if there are no rains for 10 years and no sunshine for 10 months, can we manufacture one carrot in the laboratory, one vegetable in the laboratory, one wheat grain in the laboratory? No, we cannot. So tell thanks to Krishna. When somebody opens a door for you in America, what you will say? When somebody opens a door for you, you say thank you. Somebody comes and gives you a little prasad, thank you. Or any little favor anyone does to you, you respond to them by saying thank you. But Krishna is giving through nature foodstuffs. And he's giving through nature foodstuffs. He's giving you intelligence to make money to buy the foodstuffs. And if you eat it, right, because that item is very delicious, your stomach, you're filling your stomach because you're liking the food. Krishna is digesting the food in the form of a digestive fire. There is a verse in Gita. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Pranina Deham Asarita Pranapana Samayaktam Pachamyanam Chaturvidam. Arjuna, as a fire of digestion, I am digesting the food for everyone in this world. Krishna is not digesting only for Indians. Krishna is digesting for Every living entity, not just humans, even for animals also. So tell thanks. How to tell thanks? Offer food to Krishna. How to offer food? Take a plate, put the different cups, cook vegetarian food, have Krishna's picture, put this plate of food. My Lord, please eat. I don't know mantras. And Krishna says, all right, you're calling me elite. But if you learn mantras properly and how to offer, that's great. If not, that's fine too. When Krishna comes and eats that food, one of the qualities of Krishna is Asnaviram Suddham Apapa Viddham. Sin doesn't touch Krishna. Krishna is immune from sin because Krishna is immune from three modes. Krishna is above three modes. So when Krishna honors that food becomes purified. Then you eat, your consciousness is purified. Here your friend comes to your home. You say, oh, my childhood friend come. So he'll start eating in the same food. He'll start eating in the same plate. He's also taking with one spoon eating, you're also eating. But you don't know he has tuberculosis, TB, which is infectious. Because you're sharing food with him on the same plate. Will you get TB, yes or no? So likewise, when you offer food to Krishna, Krishna tasted it and all the food is purified. This is a positive example. When you eat the remnants, your consciousness is purified. How many of you are understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then the next one is, so that is how, as much as, actually this is one application, if you take it as much as possible, sometimes of course emergency, what can you do? You know, you go to restaurant, sorry, you went on a business trip, there's no temple, then what happens?
What to do in the airplane, Prabhuji, if we travel?
Amma, let me be honest with you. We don't eat in the airplanes. We carry, we pack our food and go. But there is one small exception though. Fruits you can offer, nuts you can eat, you can offer, you can buy from the shops. Cooked food, karma enters. But emergency, there's no food, then you say Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, and then you can eat it. That's only emergency. You cannot apply Sri Vishnu every day and eat other outside foodstuffs. You're listening or not?
Yes,
Prabhuji, I have
Prabhuji.
a question. Like for the kids, they are in college. How should they do it then?
I know, man, that's the problem. College means kids are in dorms now.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. And dorms, then they eat college food. But what can you do? Actually, we got MSU here in Lansing. Many kids, their parents, the moms, the mothers, they pack food for them whole week actually. And they actually, let me tell you, it's not easy. So what can you do? You tell them to pray and eat it. That's it. Otherwise, you cannot go to college. So what you will do? You're traveling. You go to Japan. What you will do? You cannot. My Lord, please, say Hare Krishna. In emergency situation. Any other thing? Okay, we'll go to the next one. Udaropasthavegam. Now tongue. After tongue is the belly and genitals. If you, and very important of course, learn the prasadam prayers. You have to learn prasadam prayers. And even if you don't understand, it's okay. Learn prasadam prayer. My Lord, then tongue and senses are like network leading me to hell. So you're so magnanimous, so merciful. You sent me this purified, sanctified, blessed food. So, and I'll eat up to neck. With satisfaction, I'll chant your name. Lord Chaitanya Nityananda. Thank you. So likewise, you say the prasadam prayer, Krishna will help you. The next one, how to control the belly and genitals. Because the tongue and belly and genitals, they're in one line. If you can control the tongue, belly and genitals are controlled. So if you strictly follow the idea of the principle of eating prasad, belly will be controlled. Ekadasi, otherwise, once in every 15 days, on the 11th day, we get Ekadasi. Some people fast. Some people fast from water also. Some people fast with water. Some people fast with fruits and nuts. Some people will fast with eating quinoa. So if you follow Ekadasi, then also it will help you control the belly. And tongue and belly are controlled genitals. So it's not easy to become a monk. So you get married, but be committed to only one wife, one husband, no extramarital affairs. So give birth to nice kids with proper consciousness and make them Krishna conscious when they become big. That's perfect. So we'll end it here today. If any question, no question is there, we'll end it. Uh-huh. Next week, Bhagavad Gita exam. 7:30 to 9. Right? Yes. Anyone has any question or comment, otherwise we'll end it. Any question? We'll end it. Speak louder, Amma. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes. What is the question?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, when I'm chanting, so many thoughts are coming. Instead of meditating on the chanting of Mahamantra, I'm meditating on the thoughts, and it is difficult to overcome those thoughts. Every time I think of chanting and listening that mantra, Prabhu, I don't know how to focusly chant and hear that mantra.
How many rounds you chant?
16 rounds, Prabhu.
Join the club then.
Means?
Join the club means, so don't expect immediate result. It takes time, So what is that? Arjuna asked the same question to Krishna. Arjuna asked the same question. Chanchalai mana Krishna pramati balvadrudam yasyaham nigraham manye vayurev sudishkaram. I can control the cyclonic wind by my arrows, but I cannot control my mind. Krishna said, yes, I agree with you. Asamsaya mahabaho manodurnigraham chalam abhyasanata kante vairagyanacha drishyate. The answer Krishna gave to Arjuna, I am telling you. How to control the thoughts? Practice and detachment. Whatever you are meditating 22 hours, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. When you're chanting, all the thoughts will come. Whatever are your attachments, they'll come. You agree or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You will not, the thought of eating bitter gourd sabji, vegetable will not come to your thought. Do you remember while chanting, the thought of eating the bitter, what is that bitter melon vegetable will not come because you're not interested. What thoughts will come? The thoughts you have meditated. So Krishna is telling the solution, he's giving the solution. What is the solution? Practice and detachment. Don't increase your desires and live like a beggar. Decrease your desires, live like a king. You say, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. When you're chanting, Mind says, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. So detachment, so practice, one is practice. Second thing is try to chant in the association of Krishna. Don't worry, try 3 things. That is next verse. Enthusiasm, confidence, and determination. Try your best, eventually it will come. But don't expect overnight success. Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other question?
Double checking, Prabhuji, about the exam. You said it was 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time or Chicago time?
No, 7 to 9 Eastern actually.
Eastern.
7:30 to 9:30 Eastern. Means for Central it will be like 1 hour less.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So can we end it here? So we'll continue. We'll end it here and so right, come for the exam next week. Vancha kalvatarabhyascha kripasandibhyo ch patanam pavanabhyo vaishnavabhyo namah. Anandagad Vaishnava Krishna Prabhupada. I'm ending. Thank you, Hari.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Prabhuji. Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavad